Psychology says silence is a response. And it is one of the strongest responses the human mind can give. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is communication without words. When someone stays silent, it does not mean they have nothing to say. It often means they are saying everything without speaking. Psychology explains that silence appears when emotions are too deep, too complex, or too heavy to express. The human brain uses silence as a defense mechanism. When words feel dangerous, when emotions feel unsafe, the mind chooses quiet. Silence protects energy, protects dignity, protects mental peace. Many people think silence means weakness. Psychology says the opposite. Silence often comes from strength. A weak mind reacts immediately. A strong mind pauses. Silence gives the brain time to process, to analyze, to regulate emotions. That is why calm people speak less and observe more. In arguments, silence is powerful. When someone is angry and you stay silent, their brain expects reaction. When it does not get one, confusion appears. Psychology calls this emotional disruption. The loud person loses control. The silent person keeps control. Silence forces the other person to hear themselves. That is why silence can feel uncomfortable, because it removes distraction, brings awareness. When someone hurts you and you go silent, it is not punishment, it is self-respect. Psychology shows that emotionally intelligent people know. Not every emotion deserves expression. Not every thought needs words. Silence is a boundary. Says, I am choosing peace over explanation. Many times silence means disappointment. When expectations break, words lose meaning. The brain stops explaining, because it realizes explanation will not change behavior. Silence appears after realization. Psychology says people stop talking, not when they are angry, but when they are done. Silence is the final stage of emotional processing. First comes confusion, then comes emotion, then comes silence. When someone becomes silent after being expressive, it means something inside them shifted. Trust broke, hope reduced, or clarity arrived. Silence is not coldness. It is acceptance. Acceptance that things are the way they are. In relationships, silence can mean protection. The brain avoids conflict to protect attachment. In other cases, silence means detachment. The brain has emotionally stepped back. Both are responses. Both are messages. Silence also increases value. Psychology proves that scarcity creates importance. When you stop explaining yourself, people start thinking. When you stop reacting, people start reflecting. Silence removes power from manipulators. Because manipulation needs reaction. No reaction, no control. That is why toxic people fear silence. They lose access to your emotions. Silence gives space. And space creates clarity. The mind becomes calmer. Decisions become wiser. Psychology says silence strengthens self-awareness. When external noise reduces, internal voice becomes clear. That is where growth begins. Silence is also healing. The nervous system relaxes in quiet. Stress hormones reduce. Breathing slows. That is why silence feels peaceful, even when it comes from pain. Silence allows emotions to settle. Instead of exploding, not everything needs to be said. Some things need to be understood. Silence is not avoidance. It is conscious choice. It is choosing mental health over mental noise. Psychology teaches that mature people know when to speak, and when silence speaks louder. So remember, if someone is silent, Do not assume nothing is happening. Something deep is processing. Something important is shifting. Silence is a response. Powerful one. A meaningful one. And often the most honest one.